Maybe you know this deep feeling or voice or whatever is happening inside you that something is missing, something is not as it is supposed to be. Maybe even speaking, I'm not like deserving good stuff in my life, something like that. And maybe even for entrepreneurs that I spoke with who are very busy people, clients of mine, they have this inner voice or feeling going on that some bad stuff will happen, or this team member will quit, or a customer will quit them, or they will not succeed, or something like this. And I also, some of my clients shared with me feelings like health is not good enough, that they don't deserve to be lean, they don't deserve to be healthy, and things like that. You ever experienced this? That's a question, and feel free as I share this stuff with you. Feel free to comment. Feel free to first of all maybe just pause and see if you relate to this. Feel free to like just pause for a moment, even pause the video, and just feel into yourself. If you're happy, just take a deep breath and feel. And probably you know, like me, that most of the time life goes like that. And that's how it is, right? Good stuff happens, bad stuff happens. Now, I'm Michael here, and I just want to share because I wrote a post on Facebook yesterday, and I got some great reactions with this post, and I wanted to share it with you here. That's from my story. Normally I share something from my own, what I'm doing or what have helped me, because actually that's the only thing that I can really say that worked or didn't work for me. And I can share my client story too, but I cannot tell what will work for you. Make sense? So I'm going to share this story with you, something that has really helped me in the last couple of years, going a little deeper, diving a little deeper into me. First years when I started my personal journey in 2012, where I really kind of got like an idea that life could be different, that I could actually go out and create a life that I wanted. Much of that journey was up here, the mindset, the mind. And I understand how powerful the mind is. I have been sharing my ideas, what I've been taught, what worked for me, with thousands of people. I work with clients and help them with the same things. But even though I worked so much and focused so much with my mind, and I don't know if you can relate to this, maybe you have been working with your mind too. It's like there's something missing. It's like even though I try to focus on all the good stuff, and even though I try to say those positive affirmations and all of this, it's still like deep inside of me, there's something that's not right. And that's been my journey for the last couple of years, really diving into a deeper part of me, really diving into what is actually happening inside of me. I used to run. I used to be very busy with my company. I used to be very busy with my career, the work that I created, and I did some and helped creating some great results. And what I was very good at was being busy all of the time, working, going to the gym, reading, listening, watching movie, having fun with friends. And there's nothing wrong with all of that. It was good times. But there's just one thing with this. And I share from my own story. The thing is that I didn't really listen to myself. It was, when I look back now, it was kind of a runaway from something screaming inside of me, something really screaming to be listened to. Me, myself. But there was so much pain from childhood, and I did create some videos about this, and you can watch them on my channel, and I'll probably do some links for you here. And until I stopped, really stopped, and took a big breath, and kept taking big breaths and looking inside instead of looking outside, then I wouldn't say magic happened. It did, but it took some time because there was a lot of things that I really didn't want to look into. A lot of things. And that's the post that I did create here. So I actually want to share this post with you if I can figure out how to do this. I want to share this post with you and let's see if this works. Whoa, it's going to be a little, I don't know why it's doing like that. Maybe it's the table here. This will work maybe. Yes. And I have the post right here. It's ready and let's see what's happening. I'm just going to take it up here. That's going to be better. So I did it in Danish, which is my language, but I'm going to translate this post to English, and I really hope that it makes sense for you. If it does, just take the time and listen to these words. And I also did post a photo with me and my daughter because we had some very good time. She's 10 years, soon 11. Some good time here a couple of days ago. It goes like this. The more that I have the courage to look inside, the more that I dared to look inside the darkness, the dark sides of me, the more that I had the courage to be with those dark sides of me, the more that I accepted that those parts were a part of me. And those parts I ran away from them because there was so much pain from the childhood wounds and there was so much suffering, and I just ran away from all of that. And I remember when I consciously or unconsciously make those decisions at a very young age. You can look at the videos here. Especially, I'm coming back to the post in a moment, but especially if you got like a childhood where you had some experiences that were not nice, maybe even traumatic experiences. And maybe you're a very emotional person like I am. Maybe you're very, it's easy for you to feel like sadness or also joy maybe, but those emotions, because that's what I've been running away from in many years. Now let's continue here. So the more that I accept those part of me that I have been running away from, but also hiding. First of all, hiding from myself, a bigger part of myself. And kind of like there's a lot of love inside, but then there were these layers with these like wounds that I didn't want to look into. Makes sense? I don't know, I hope so. So anyway, the more that I looked into all of this, the more I also could release these things, these emotions. So instead of running all the time, which takes up a lot of energy, I began a couple of years ago to look inside and to be more with me, to actually give myself some love and begin feeling those things and accepting those emotions, whatever they were, and be with them. And what I experienced was that I actually began to release them. And I will share in other videos about this. But anyway, the more that I did all of this, the more that I released those things, accepted them and released them, the deeper, the more meaningful, the more fun, the more loving my relationship has become. Is that the right way to say? And then I continued with, I love to travel. I love to travel. Maybe you do too. I love to visit new countries. It's been kind of not very easy the last year, but I love it. I love to meet people around the world. And I've been blessed with meeting so many great mentors and friends and just great people around the world, learning about their way of thinking and being. So I love to travel, and maybe you do too. But what I'm saying here in the last part is that the most exciting and crazy and like really fulfilling travel that or journey that I have done, that is the journey inside. And that's actually what I wanted to share with this post, that there's so much to discover inside. If we have the courage, if we have the love, if we feel something is calling inside for us, for you, to look inside, to be more with yourself. Not saying that you cannot be with other people, but actually being with yourself. So, and then my ending of this post was that I feel and I understand and I see that the more that I go inside and give myself love, and you really, maybe you know what I'm talking about, maybe you really don't understand it, but the more that we do this, and the more that I have accepted those wounds, those dark sides of me, and looking into them, the more I've done all of this, I am a daddy I'm a proud daddy. I'm really to a very, very, like I said before, soon to become 11 years old daughter. And what I experienced is that for me, yes, I'm learning more and more about myself. Who am I not actually? And what I also seen is that the more that I do all of this work, it helps my daughter a lot. I'm doing it for me, but I see also that it helps her. So she's getting more grounded, she's getting more loving, she's getting more enjoying of life, she's getting more excited about stuff, and actually doing better at her gymnastic and doing better in school and all of these things, but not from a place of you need to do, but actually more from I think just in an energetic way, from me being more calm and loving with myself first of all, but that also goes to the outer world. So that's what I wanted to share with this video here. And I would really love, first of all, I would really love for you to watch it again if you want to. If something doesn't make sense, or if something that maybe brings up some emotions for you, I'm not sure if this video will do, but just pause the video and just take a moment and just be aware of what's going on inside of you. And then I would love for you to write in the comments what your experience is. What is your experience with this? What is your journey inwards? Did you begin your journey? Have you done your journey? What's your experience? I would love that. And also, if you like the video, I would be so happy. I'm gonna stand up again. If you will give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and even happier if you will give it a heart. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and if you watch this, and if you wanna hear more about this is for not only entrepreneurs, this is actually for everybody, but I'm helping, my clients are entrepreneurs and I'm helping them growing their business, but most of all, actually, I'm helping them becoming free, finding themselves again. So if you wanna learn more about this, feel free. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel here. So that's it from Michael, and I just wish for you to just take a deep breath and just like letting it all out. Bye.